Let's come to seated in a chair with a long spine and your feet flat on the ground. If they can't reach the ground, you could put like books or blocks or even pillows underneath them. Let's go ahead and close the eyes. And deepen the breath so that comes into the belly. And on your exhale, release the air from the belly by bringing the belly button towards the spine and engaging the abdominal muscles. Inhale into the belly. Exhale, release the belly button towards the spine, turning on the core abdominal muscles. Start to wake up the cervical spine, so the vertebrae that are in the neck. We'll bring the chin down towards the chest. When you're ready, inhale the left ear towards the left shoulder gently. Exhale, bring the chin back towards the chest. Inhale the ear over towards the right. Exhale the chin back to chest. Inhale the ear over towards the left. This time taking the right hand gently pressing onto the side of the head pushing into the hand. And slowly bring the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. This time we'll drop the chin towards the chest, rotate the ear over towards the right. Taking the left hand, pressing it into the head gently, head presses back into the hand. And keeping that gentle resistance start to bring the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Okay, both hands come onto the knees. We'll take both arms up overhead on the inhale. On the exhale, we're going to grab onto the right wrist, gently pulling it over towards the left. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, grabbing onto the left wrist, gently pulling it over towards the right. Inhale the arms back to center. Taking it over towards the first side, we'll hold here for a couple of breaths. So we're really working to get this length along the right side body. You can maybe take the gaze up over towards the right. Keeping the core engaged, belly button to spine on the exhale. Inhale the arms up to center. Switch to the second side, exhale. Engage the core. Maybe shift the gaze up if it's accessible. And when you're ready, inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, lower the hands to the knees. We'll do a few rounds of cat-cow to start to get some lubrication into the spine. So with the hands on the knees, empty the breath completely. When you're ready, on the inhale, bring the sternum forward, shoulder blades come onto the back. We're sticking your chest out, core is still engaged. And on the exhale, we're going to puff the back of the heart towards the wall behind us, round through the back of the body. Belly button is pulling towards spine, core engaged. Inhale, bring the heart through. Exhale, round through the back, belly button to spine. Continue for a couple more rounds, just starting to get some mobility in between the vertebrae of the spine. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, belly button to spine, round through the upper back, chin to chest. Coming back to a neutral spine. We'll inhale the arms up overhead. Engaging the core, we're going to twist towards the left side. Right hand comes onto left knee. You can take the hand on the back of the chair for a gentle spinal twist. Again, core is engaged. Imagine all of these muscles are kind of creating a girdle around the midsection. Inhale, arms up back to center. Exhale, twisting towards the right side. Left hand comes onto the outer edge of the right knee. Right hand can come onto the back of the chair. Core is engaged, wrapping around your midsection, generating some heat. Inhale the arms back to center. Let's do one more round on both sides. Exhale over towards the left. Maybe twist a little deeper if it's accessible. Notice if you're rounding through the spine, but can you pull your heart forward, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale the arms up back to center. Exhale one more time to the second side. Crown of the head is still reaching towards the ceiling. Spine is long. Notice if you're rounding, but pull the heart through. Inhale the arms up back to center. Exhale, lower the hands onto the knees. Let's do one more round of lubricating the vertebrae of the spine. We're going to make some spinal circles. So we're going to lean our torso over towards the right, then round the heart forward, then take the torso over towards the left, and then round the back of the heart towards the wall behind you. Now at the breath, inhale, bring the heart around. Exhale, puff the back of the heart towards the wall behind you. One more round in this direction. Inhale. Exhale, round it through here. Let's go to the second side. Inhale towards the left. Bring the heart forward. Exhale, round back. Two more rounds. Inhale forward. Exhale, round. One more round here. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to a neutral spine, keeping the core engaged, so really using these muscles to keep our spine long, crown of the head reaching up towards the ceiling. We're going to take our left hand onto the left knee and gently lift the knee up towards the chest in any amount. Notice the left foot is engaged. If you were to release the leg should be holding itself up. We're going to make some gentle circles with that knee to get some lubrication in the hip joint. And you can move in the opposite direction. Coming back to a neutral and lower the left foot down to the ground. Switching to the second side, inhale the right knee up towards the chest. Again, this leg is nice and active. You could let go of it if you want to. Let's make some small circles again, lubricating the hip on the second side. Change the direction of your circles. Keeping the core engaged, spine is long. And lower that foot down. So we're going to activate the outer sides of the hips on this next motion. Again, we're going to inhale the left knee up towards the chest. Foot is active. And on the exhale, we're going to open that knee towards the side in any amount and hold. Again, that leg should be holding its own. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale. And on the exhale, bring the knee back towards the center and lower the foot to the ground. This time, inhale the right knee up. On the exhale, take that knee out towards the side in any amount. Should be turning on the outer edge of this hip. The right leg is active. Spine is long. Continue to breathe. One more deep inhale. And on the exhale, bring the knee back towards the center. Lower the foot down to the ground. So one final motion here in our seated position before we lie down on the ground. We're going to bring, again, that left knee up towards the chest. You can either take the opposite hand onto the shin, or if it's accessible, you might even grab the bottom of the left foot. Taking the left hand on the outer edge of the left knee, you can start to maybe open up that knee towards the left side. So getting an active stretch in the left hip. You can either keep it here, or if it's available, you can take that foot onto the right thigh. Again, keeping this foot active as to protect the knee. And breathe. Spine is long, core is engaged. One more deep inhale here. And when you're ready, if you took the foot onto the thigh, you can gently release it back to the ground. Moving to the right leg, inhale the right knee towards the chest. Again, you can grab onto the shin with the left hand, or you can grab onto the bottom of the foot if it's available. Taking the hand on the inner edge of the knee, keeping the foot active, you can rotate that knee over towards the right. Again, you can stay here, or if it's available to you, you can take the foot onto the left thigh, keeping the foot active as to protect the knee. Maybe putting some resistance into the knee if it feels okay. Spine is long, breath is deep. One more deep inhale here. Keeping the leg active on the exhale, bring the knee back towards the chest, lower the foot down to the ground. So if you have the chair, you can move onto the side. We're going to come onto our backs on the mat or on a blanket or on the ground. So coming onto our backs on the mat, we're going to take the feet, putting them flat onto the ground. You can walk the heels as close to the sit bones as you can. Notice if the knees are maybe coming out to the side, but we really want those knees directly over the ankles, kneecaps facing up towards the ceiling. We're going to do a little bit of core activation. So we're going to take the palms, press them flat onto the mat, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale deeply here. On the exhale, we're going to engage the belly button towards the spine so much that maybe the sacrum starts to lift off of the mat. So you can kind of check if you can put your hands under there. Pressing the palms firmly into the ground. Core is engaged, pelvis is lifted. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lower the sacrum back to the mat. Take a long inhale. And again, exhale, belly button towards the ground. Roll the sacrum up off of the mat. Engage the core, generating some heat in the belly. Again, inhale, lower the sacrum back to the mat. Take a breath. Again, inhale here. On the exhale, engage the belly button towards the spine. Sacrum lifts. Hold here. Continue to breathe. Lower the sacrum back down. We're going to turn on the muscles of the back side of the body as well as the glutes here on this next bridge pose. Palms are facing into the ground. On the inhale, we're going to engage the core. We're going to lift the sit bones up off of the ground in any amount. Maybe you get to the point to where the knees, the hips, and the shoulders are all in a line. Hands are pressing into the mat. Tailbone is shooting towards the wall in front of you. Core is engaged. Belly button is pulling towards the spine. Heels are actively dragging towards the back body. So engage the backs of the legs. Deep inhale. Exhale, lower the sacrum back down to the mat. Take a round of breath here. We're going to do these glute holds 2 more times. When you're ready, on your next inhale, press both the hands into the mat. Inhale the hip bones up in line with the knees and the shoulders. Again, turn on the backs of the legs by isometrically dragging the heels towards the shoulders. Continue to breathe. And when you're ready, on the next exhale, slowly lower the sacrum down to the mat. I'm going to do 1 more lift, active lift here. When you're ready, on the next inhale, lift the sit bones up. Hips come in line with the shoulders and the ears maybe. Again, activate, turn on the backs of the thighs by really pulling the heels towards the shoulders. Engage the belly button towards the spine. Tailbone is tucking under. And slowly on your next exhale, lower the sacrum back onto the mat. You're going to pull the knees in towards the chest. You can make some circles with the knees to massage the lower back. Switching the direction of the circles. When you're ready, keeping the right knee in towards the chest, you can bring the left foot onto the ground. You can either grab the back of the thigh, or if it's available, you might even grab the front of the shin. You can keep the left foot on the mat, or you can extend that left foot long. Really activate the right leg by pulling the toe towards the shin. You can make some small circles here. Change the direction of the circles. When you're ready, bring the knee back towards the chest, taking the left hand on the outer edge of the right knee. You can start to take that knee over towards the left in any amount, keeping the core engaged. Maybe that knee even comes over towards the ground on the left side of the body. Notice if the right shoulder is coming off of the mat. Maybe you can start to rock that right shoulder back to the mat. But keeping the lower back long, tailbone is tucking under. you're ready, inhale the right knee back towards the chest. If you extended the left foot long, go ahead and bring the left knee into the chest. Switching to the second side. Right foot comes onto the mat. Left foot is active, so the left toe is pulling into the shin. Again, you can grab onto the back of the hamstring, or you can grab onto the front of the left shin. Foot is on the ground, or you can extend that right foot long. Maybe make some circles with the knee. Change the direction of the circles. Bringing the knee back towards the chest, taking the right hand on the outer edge of the left knee. Maybe take that right knee over towards left knee over towards the right in any amount. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ear. Keeping both feet active. Core is engaged, belly button is spine. When you're ready, you can slowly start to bring that left knee back towards the chest. Sacrum comes back down onto the mat. Bring that right knee into the chest to meet the left. Maybe make some circles with the knees. And for our final move, to just have some decompression in the legs and the shoulders. On the inhale, we'll extend the feet up towards the ceiling, arms come up overhead. Exhale, bend at the knees, hands come back onto the knees. Continue at the pace of your own breath for a few more rounds of Apanasana. And when you're ready, you might give your body one last little squeeze. Engage the core, squeeze every muscle in the body. And on the exhale, you can bring the feet back onto the mat for our final resting pose of Shavasana. You might extend the legs long if it's okay. Bring the backs of the hands onto the mat, let the eyes flow closed. Take one more deep inhale in through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Settle in for your Shavasana. Letting go of any conscious control of the breath or any thought. This is the final resting pose. You might stay here for a couple of minutes. And then you can slowly come out to start the rest of your day.